Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning into today's Navigating Taxes update. Today we're bringing you an important update on economic nexus rules, an area that continues to evolve as states adjust their tax laws in 2024 and 2025. To guide us through these developments, we're joined by Scott Brawdy, tax principal at Honkamp. So let's go ahead and get started. Scott, so could you walk through what economic nexus means for businesses today and what's been changing lately?
Thanks, Katie. Yeah, this is a topic that's critical for remote sellers, online businesses, and anyone operating across state lines. And just a little background on Nexus and why this is important today. For states in the past to be able to have been able to force you to collect their taxes, you had to have physical presence in that state of some kind. And that was based on a 1992 Supreme Court case called Quill. And Quill was a office supply company that mailed catalogs all around the country to customers, and states wanted to tax them based on that activity, and the Supreme Court said that wasn't sufficient physical presence, but that is the red line. And that's the way it was for decades until the summer of 2018, when we had the South Dakota versus Wayfair decision. And the that court case really, when the opinion came down on that, the justices explained that because of the way we do business today with e-commerce and everything else, the old physical presence rules don't seem to fit anymore, and so these dollar thresholds that states have put in to cause nexus seem to make more sense. So since that decision, the states have had the green light to require out-of-state sellers to collect and remit sales tax, even if they don't have a physical presence in the state. But even since that point in time, the rules have evolved significantly, especially in the last 2 years. As of mid-2025, 15 states have eliminated the 200 transaction threshold, which previously triggered tax obligations for sellers making a high volume of small dollar sales. This move's a win for small business, in my opinion, reducing the compliance burden for those who may have hundreds of transactions but relatively low revenue. And just a list of these states that have dropped that rule include California, Colorado, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Massachusetts, North Carolina, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and even Alaska, which I'm going to go into a little bit more in a second. And also Illinois, they're set to eliminate their transaction threshold starting the beginning of 26. Now what this means is if your business sells into these states, you'll only need to worry about meeting the dollar threshold, which is typically around $100,000 in gross sales. A lot of people ask me, where did this $100,000 limit come from? And it was the specific limit outlined in the Wayfair court case. And what a lot of other states have done is they looked at that case and went, okay, the court blessed the $100,000 mark. We don't really want to go in and put a lower dollar amount in and risk being taken back to court. So all these states are kind of piggybacking off this $100,000 threshold, and that's how that came to be. So if you're only worried about the sales dollars, then it simplifies the tracking and reduces the risk of triggering Nexus from a few dozen low-value orders. But not all states are on the same page with this rule. This patchwork of rules means businesses must stay vigilant and monitor sales activity across jurisdictions. Another update, Alaska officially removed its transaction threshold on January 1st of 25, and more local municipalities are adopting standardized remote seller codes. And this is part of a broader push for uniformity, which tax experts say is essential for reducing burdens on small business.
Mm-hmm. So what are the main things businesses need to be doing to keep up with all of this?
I think the best things to do right now are just review your sales data by state, look at both your revenue and transaction counts, and I would encourage you to talk to your tax professional when you're looking at your dollar volume, because yeah, most states have a $100,000 rule, but the next question is what types of sales go into that threshold. Some states throw all sales in there. Some don't make you count exempt sales. Some don't include services. So nothing's ever easy, but you want to look at the formula in each state. Then you want to update your tax software or consult your advisor to ensure you're compliant with these latest thresholds. If you are a company that isn't interested in sales tax decision software like Avalara, reach out to us. We can help you look at implementing that. If like QuickBooks or something, we can assist with that too. And then, once you're in a state and you're filing, and let's say later you fall below the Nexus level and you're thinking about getting out of the state, you want to just look at the state's trailing Nexus rules, which is basically another way to say at what point do we truly drop out of Nexus. In some states, they'll have a look back period that they'll want you to evaluate, whether it's like the 4 most recent quarters or a calendar year as a whole or whatever. You just want to watch out for rules to make sure that you can pull out of the state. And we are talking about sales tax here, but these Nexus rules, some states do apply similar rules to other tax types, like income, franchise, or gross receipts. What you want to do is you can also bookmark some other resources out there. The Sales Tax Institute has a good website that has state-by-state charts to help you evaluate your Nexus. Avalara has also got some information out there, so they're useful for staying current.
Okay. Well, thanks, Scott, for sharing your insights on this important topic. That's it for today's Navigating Taxes update. If you have any questions or want help navigating Nexus rules, reach out. We're here to help you stay compliant and confident.
Until next time, I'm Scott Brawdy. Stay smart, stay informed.